Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Southampton pre-match chat. It all comes down to this for Leeds United, but there is a sense of disappointment that there's not more expectation from me as a Leeds United fan. I sort of have no feeling towards this game because I'm convinced that Ipswich will do what they need to do, obviously needing to pick up just 1 point against basement dwellers Huddersfield Town, who need like a 20-goal swing in order to stay up. So it's all but curtains. Bergzog's been arguing with fans. Brighton Reiner's removed Huddersfield from his Instagram profile because that's how, you let people know these days that you no longer want to be a part of a club. And yeah, it's an absolute shit show. So I have zero hope that Huddersfield will do us something, but yeah. So I have no sort of confidence going into this game in terms of what it'll mean for our season. I'm already resigned to the playoffs. So what that means is we need to put in a good showing for me because, this could well be a dress rehearsal for the Championship playoff final. Look, if I'm a betting man, I think we might struggle over two legs in the playoffs. This is the Leeds United way. I can only speak my truth. But if we were to get to the final, it could well be against Southampton. Now, the only difference Southampton have is, they've lost 3 on the spin. They already know that they're going to be there. Daniel Farke has to go into this game with the mindset that Leeds United could still do it because you never know, right? We as fans can be resigned to the fact, but the players and the team can't. So Daniel Farke needs to keep them on point. So I don't think we'll see wholesale changes either. Now, for Russell Martin in Southampton, that'll be different. They might look to rest an Adam Armstrong. They might look to rest a Harwood Bellis, a Kyle Walker-Peters. Just switch it up because for them, they already know their fate. They know they're going to finish fourth. But then again, on the flip side, Russell Martin might see it as there's a chance for us to do the double over Leeds. Remember, we got battered at their place 3-1 and comfortably beaten. He might see it as a psychological edge if they were to beat us at Ellen Road as well. It's like, okay, we beat you twice now. So, the confidence going into Wembley, if we were to make it both sides, maybe an issue for Leeds United. So it'll be interesting to see how Russell Martin takes it on. One thing's for sure, I don't think Daniel Farke can shuffle his pack all too much because we're still in with a chance, even though as fans know it ain't going to be one. But, they have to have that mentality. Look, Leeds United need to do something. They need to give us as a fan base, them as a core group of players, they need to give Daniel Farke, some confidence that we can actually do something in the playoffs. Because my problem is that, Locke said it, mentality midgets. But I hope I'm not being too disparaging here. But my point is, when it's mattered this season, the team, due to a lack of experience, have folded. We've had numerous times to capitalise on fantastic opportunities to ensure that we would end up in the top 2. And if you look at the last 5 games, we've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 3. That's not good enough. Look at the start of the season when the pressure was on for a good start, we dropped off. Middle part of the season when the pressure was off, 17-point gap, we were flying. We had Rutter saying we're the best team, and I agreed. I still do agree. It's just their lack of experience and age. We've only got a couple of leaders. Most of them are on the bench or have been sent out on loan, i.e. Luke Ayling, Dallas and Cooper. Don't let me ever hear a bad word said about the old guard again, because look how important it is. Daniel Farke is a leader of men and has experience of this championship. The rest have not. Yes, Ethan Ampadu, Joe Rodon, experience at high level at international football, but it's not enough. If you look at Leicester, Jamie Vardy, Harry Winks. Harry Winks played in the Champions League final, regardless of what you think of him. Conor Cody. These sort of individuals, and Ipswich have been there, done it, and wore the T-shirt last season. Almost a carbon copy with them, Sheff Wednesday and Plymouth coming up in a 90-point season each. They have experience. So when the chips have been down, Leeds United haven't fought back, unfortunately. We showed that more recently with that shockingly bad defeat to QPR. Yes, QPR were fighting for their lives. Yes, they needed something. But they battered us 4-0. It was arguably one of the worst performances I've seen as a Leeds United fan, let alone this season. So something needs to change, yeah? We need to rediscover that potent attack, you know, that attack that was scoring goals at will. We need to rediscover that imperious defence. No one could score against us. No one. From open play. We were like rocks. And the whole thing has just crumbled. So that needs to be rediscovered. Because we are the best team. I would argue, even though we've not finished first, over the course of the year, for me, over the course of the season, we've been the best team. And I know numbers, I get it, okay. Say we're the third best team then if you want. But the third best team means they have the best opportunity of going up. So we better do that. We better do that. I have no confidence, and you know how confident I can be, sometimes to my own detriment. But history tells us we'll struggle. But these players are more than capable, have more than the required skill set to bash up two teams and get through, you know, and get to the Premier League. 2 legs, home and away, and then, you know, final 26. 2 teams, Leeds United, need to be better than. Do we have the quality and the capabilities to do it? Yes. Will we? I'm not so sure. You know, our form is bad as well. Like, this is how bad it is. This is like, it's gone from being record breaking, best we've seen, 90 points. But if we failed to score against Southampton, okay, it'd be the first time we've failed to score in 3 straight Championship home games since we were relegated to League One. So that's how, like, sort of bad it has been. That's how profligate the attack has become. You know, because even when we were shit, we didn't go on a barren run like this. Do you know what I mean? But look, the same. It's the same for Southampton. They're just as bad, because since scoring first against Cardiff, which everyone, you know, Leeds United fans are going to finish above us, etc., that young Cardiff City team come back and beat them, but they've conceded 8 goals without reply. So they also can't defend and also can't attack. Like, it's really funny when you actually deep it and think about when the fixtures were announced, how the season's developed. This was the game. Southampton versus Leeds on the last day of the season. And it's proved to be an absolute mid-off. A damp squib between 2 teams sat in 3rd and 4th that are just going, right, gutted, but we've got to get ready for the playoffs. Sky have not had their way with this one. They fuck about with fixtures. This was earmarked. But unfortunately for them, it's going to fall on deaf ears because, it's not going to go their way. Look, Southampton can have confidence going into this fixture due to the fact they beat us 3-1 last time. But like I say, they've got a lot of injuries as well, you know. The team, losing Stuart Armstrong's a massive loss, massive plus for us, of course. Joe Rothwell and Flynn Downs both returned to the matchday squad last time out. But again, they were beaten by Stoke 1-0. But they do have, you know, key players missing from this side. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if Russell Martin did shuffle the pack. He can afford to. Leeds United can't, just in case Ipswich do drop points. Imagine Huddersfield go 1-0 and Farker's gone with loads of kids and it doesn't work. And it's like, mate, you had the chance and you dropped the ball. I think on Daniel Farker, would I make changes? Yes, I'd bring back Kamara. I'd move Archie back to right back. I'd start Bamford. And if Bamford isn't fit, I would start Matteo, because Pirro is not it. Pirro needs to ride bench for a bit, unless we need him in crazy circumstances. But they're the changes I would make. I would even advocate, if you're not going to play Kamara and Gruev, you need to play Ampadu in midfield then. So if that's going to happen, you're going to have to rely on Cooper. You're going to have to play Creswell. I don't think he will, though. Maybe he would have done, had this game not anything riding on it. But the fact that Ipswich could, I don't think they will, but could lose, he has to go all guns blazing. But listen, this is recorded from the presser, so this might be to throw in the bin unless, you know, we've had loads of injuries or whatever, but I don't think we will have. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Do I think Leeds United win with Southampton's woes and injury concerns and the fact they might shuffle the pack? Yes. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leeds United win. You know you can cover it on the channel. Thanks as always for watching. 30k giveaway. Make sure you subscribe. Join me for the watch along on Saturday, post-match reaction. Make sure you check out yesterday's presser reaction, the White Rose Rivals, all that jazz. Keep it locked in, and thanks for your support throughout the season. And you know, might do a few pre-records, few lives, but you know we've got a few weeks off now, haven't we? After the game, We're back on the 12th, Sunday the 12th at about 12:30. So yeah, 10 days away now. So yeah, man, I'm good, but it is what it is. Thanks as always for watching the Just Joe Football Show. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!